huge updates. When I walked in today to see what happened over the weekend, all the paint on the interior is done, the trim, the floors, it's starting to take shape. We're not looking at the concrete floors anymore. So they finally got them leveled out and they got the floors installed. So really excited for this next week or so, because we are pushing to getting this to the finish line. And a little side note, I was out the other day, last week, planning the landscaping. Was actually talking to my landscaper, and I think I'm going to be doing some sweat equity on this, maybe calling in some of the guys to help me out, because we went over budget on this one. And I'll break that down in a further video, and how to prevent this from happening in the future. But I was on the phone, and what I normally do is I meet the neighbors of any project that I have going on. Number one, it's just common courtesy. You are just letting people know what you're doing, why there's people in and out. It's very respectful. Let them know your plans. For me, it's not a rental here. They were really excited to know that we're going to be putting an owner in this house. So the neighbor came over. She handed me a sticky note with a name and number on it. And I got off the phone, and I was able to reach her before she went back in. Turns out her father has a home on the market right now. Maybe a couple offers are in, pretty close to getting under contract to maybe closing soon. And he expressed interest in living next door. Awesome. I just gave him a call right then and there. And we're going to get a showing scheduled before this thing is even on the market, before it's even finished, really. He's okay with seeing it at the stage and the progress that we're at, which is unbelievably awesome. I mean, if I could skip out on marketing and potentially even a buyer's agent, I can pass those commissions on to him for savings and negotiate with. I mean, it's phenomenal. So some of the stuff that I'm looking to do this week is get some of the finishes. So some of the lighting, floor vents. There's a lot of little stuff that we need to get, but let's walk in, let's check it out. Floors and trim. I'm telling you, it's a new house. We still have some of the painters are going to come by. They're going to take all this down. They're going to do any touch-ups. I'm going to come and blue tape everything that I see. It's very important to do that. Any little... Check out this kitchen right here. Look how beautiful this is. This is turning out to be great. This is probably aesthetically the best flip I've done, and it's all thanks to my boy Caleb. Now, when it comes down to all things real estate, all things in business, guys, it's not how, it's who. Who can you hire? Who can you reach out to? Who can you be resourceful with to do the job to get the thing done? That's huge, and it's more evident than not. Look at this. Backsplash is great. We're going to get the measurements for the microwave, see how far down it comes, and he'll finish up the rest here. Appliances have been ordered. They should be dropped off tomorrow. Their install time was about 2 weeks out, so looks like I'm on the hunt for a handyman to get those installed. I don't think I'm going to take a swing at that. Maybe I would. There is some stuff that I will do, some stuff I will not. So floors are pretty taped up right now. I wanted to give you a peek at the bathrooms. Look at that. We glazed this tub, so it was a finishing kit. He got the hardware put in. He's gonna be back by about 4 o'clock today. All the trim is done. He did an excellent job. I am really, really impressed by Emmanuel is his name, and he did a great job. We got the closet finished. Check this bad boy out right here. This bathroom is a little hard to showcase, actually. But this is just so sick. Let's see if we get some lights on here. Shower's done. He got the hardware in there. This is the Delta bronze, that champagne color. Just absolutely sweet. Cabinets are done. We did a quartz countertop here. We'll need to get a few things handled here. The transition, all the floor vents, I'm going to be ordering those. I've got all the measurements for those already, so we're going to order some floor vents that pretty well match up to that finish. So anyways, we are close. We are very close. What's on my agenda for this week is ordering all those miscellaneous pieces. Again, this will be like light switch covers, floor vents. I already have fans that are going in all the bedrooms. There's some lighting fixtures that we still need to make a decision on. We didn't end up doing a can light there. If these aren't these coverings here for the AC system, if they're not in good shape, we're going to either try to clean them or just replace them. Appliances are going to be put in hopefully this week. And then our demo, so all the trash, all of that needs to be taken care of. Wait till you see this. Packed. Now, here's the thing. Bins, they're about 5 days, 7-day rental on average. They cost anywhere from, realistically, like sub $400 to $500-$600 traditionally for about a 5 to 7 day rental. In my experience, if I get that too prematurely, if I get one here and then they're doing trash demo like 3 days out or whatever, turns bad because neighbors will use it. They'll throw their mattresses and tires in there. You get charged extra at the dump. Just not a good thing. So what I do is typically store it in the backyard, store it in the garage until we are done with big, heavy demo, and I'll order it for 3 days. Number one, saves you on cost, and number two, prevents neighbors from throwing things in there. I do it for 3 days, and we typically are able to wrap that up in like a day or two. So that's what I've done. Another challenge, and I'll take you guys out there, is we took down all this brick down here in the backyard, was taken down because it was falling apart, number one. Let's see if we can get out here. There we go. It was taken down because it was just absolutely falling apart. And let me get a better angle here. And the problem is the border, the edge. This was actually, it's probably 2 or 3 feet down. So they've got to basically excavate that. We already took out this one over here, and I'm actually just going to get I was going to do a whole entire garden bed here, mulch it out, just do a border and mulch it out. I think I'm just going to pick up sod and just sod it. This is all Bermuda back here mostly anyways. The painter's going to come back. They're going to clean up this brick here, and then they're going to paint it to match the rest. Then outside of that, just a good mow, and we are good out here. So I imagine the guy that I hire for the demo, the dump, is probably a couple day deal. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at. And once we get those taken care of, we get doorknobs put back on, we get door handles put in, we get the pull handles put in. So I'm really kind of looking for that handyman who's going to be able to take care of a lot of that. We are actually moving this light here a little bit out. I think it's too tucked. It's too close to the cabinet. What do you think? I think it's too close. And here's just a newbie mistake that I made, is I had the electricians come in before the cabinets. I just did. I didn't think twice about it. I was trying to move the needle and get things going. So there was a little bit of order to the operation, right? There's some stuff that's blaring obvious, like, yeah, you got to do the foundation before you put the floors on. That's a pretty obvious one. But there are some that you just don't think of. And the electricians came in here, and it looked good because we didn't have this part in there. It was fine, but now, it's really tucked. So I was just gonna move this a few inches forward, and then we're gonna obviously have to move that one a little bit forward too as well. But outside of that, that's the update, guys. Thanks for following along. I will break down how much we went over budget and what we ended up having to push towards just kind of negotiating it in the sales portion. I don't like doing that. I don't like being the guy that's going to kick a bunch of the stuff, negotiating the TRRs. It's a strategy that people use, and sometimes it happens. Like for me, it just happens. But I'm happy to put a good finished product out there. That's what we ultimately strive for. Reputation is everything. If you end up losing money, and to withhold a good reputation and to continue doing deals, like that's what matters. So anyways, you just live and you learn, and hopefully with me sharing this with you guys, you can learn something too as well. So thank you again for stopping by. Subscribe for more. This channel is full of real estate. It's full of entrepreneurship through failure. And I'm looking to buy a business within the next 6 to 12 months. So I'm going to be evolving myself into another stage, and just would love to share literally everything, all the ups and downs, because there will be plenty. So thank you guys again. We'll see you on the next one.